All right, welcome back, everybody. Let's try this again. Wrestle relaunch, trying to review Monday Night Raw. Right, Sponge?
2 hours of procrastination of doing this. No, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 4 days and 2 hours of procrastinating on doing this video again.
Hey, we did this originally the first time. It just didn't work out the way we wanted it to.
You know, well, we gotta blame that on the phenomenal one. AJ Styles is an excessively crazy Styles clash. For
Yes, we do.
it was as great as a great finisher, great ending as it was. It screwed our video. Oh well, here we are, ladies and gentlemen. The first Raw of the Triple H era, and
The
it is
Hunter x Hunter Hurst Helmsley era.
in the Toyota Center in Houston, Texas, on August 1st, 2022. This today, not today, but Monday, when we originally recorded this video, it kicked off with Becky Lynch. You know, the big Becky, Great Becky, or whatever she was going by before.
Yeah,
Uh,
big time Bex. Big time Bex is no longer. We're getting the man back.
the man is back, but injured. She cut a
Yes.
promo saying that she's gonna have surgery for an injury, and then what's it called? Bianca Belair comes out, and from my memory from Monday, I'm gonna probably skip ahead here, but I know that she does come out. She talks and says, gives her respects to Becky. Am I correct?
Yep. Yep.
And then you have, I'm pretty sure that Bianca's cutting her promo. Becky goes backstage, and then it cuts to a scene where, not Bailey, fucking, why do these people all their names start with B? Becky Lynch is getting, not assaulted, but, attacked by Bailey, Io, and Dakota Kai. They put her, keep in mind her arm is in a arm sling, and they take it out of the arm sling and they do a chair shot thing to her arm. She takes a chair shot to the arm,
Yeah, make the injury look more legit so she can actually go away and spend some more time injured.
and then there you go. The Bianca runs to the back, and then yeah,
Like
they
I
scene.
it was it was good. Like there's been a lot of people in their promos talking about, well, yeah, the old way that we did stuff, we're gonna get back to doing what we want to do. Like Edge did this shit later in the night. Like Becky was like, no, 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 big time Bex, no, no, no. Like we're like the man is coming back, and I'm just like, okay, this is fucking great.
Yes.
Like this whole segment was good. Like you're establishing that fucking Bailey's new stable is a force to be reckoned with, and I dig it. I dig it. I can't wait to see this stable. This is apparently a stable that Triple H wanted forever, that the girls wanted to put together
And
forever,
Vince denied for many
and
months.
Vince denied.
And then moving forward of the night.
Well, we got the announcement. We got the announcement that there were going to be two triple threat matches
No, no, for
with
no.
qualifiers
We had a video
for
package
the
of.
number one contender spot for the United States title,
You're
and a
forgetting.
match against Bobby Lashley next week.
You're forgetting the video package.
Oh no.
The video package of all the great wrestling legends that have held the U.S. title was played
That
beforehand.
is right.
You had from Ricky Steamboat to Dusty Rose to Bobby. I'm having brain fart. Many greats that have held the U.S. title, and then we go back to a. And keep in mind, the first hour of Raw is no commercials.
Yeah, this was great, by the way.
Then you have the first match is a triple threat U.S. contenders match, including AJ Styles, Mustafa Ali, and The Miz. This was a great match, spectacular match,
Absolutely
fantastic
killer
match.
opening for Monday Night Raw. So good.
Yes, the match is fucking was glorious. We fucking well, it doesn't go into detail, But well, let's get here. The Miz catches Styles with a seated big boot and then a kneeling DDT to Ali. The crowd is chanting "tiny balls" because I have no clue. Miz
Yeah, because the Miz's new T-shirt says that he has giant balls. Logan Paul said that he had tiny balls, so like everybody's just like,
it didn't start with it just didn't start with Logan Paul. It's been going on for a
I
while.
think it's. I thought it started with Logan Paul. Either way, I hope this fucking goes away soon, because.
And then the match goes on. They're doing good flippy dippy stuff, They're because these guys are professionals, not like AEW. Um, the Miz hits Ollie with a skull crushing finale as he enters the ring. Ollie's down, but the Miz's injured ribs cost him precious seconds before recovering. Ollie gets the arm up just in time. The Miz and Ollie battle again with Ollie hitting his 450 splash on the Miz. Unfortunately, he gets caught into an automatically Styles clash onto the Miz as the Miz gets moved out of the picture, and then AJ Styles pins Ali for the victory. And this is the match that screwed our original video over, and this is the epic
Yep.
moment that screwed our original video over. But it was a fucking
Yep.
great video. Great.
We tried to clip. We tried to clip a GIF of that exact scenario because Mustafa Ali hit the 450 and it was clean, like it was super clean. But he went to put his hands down and kind of like jumped up a little bit, and Styles just grabbed him. Like the motion was so fluid. The 450 landing on the Miz, popping up, and then getting caught in the Styles clash right onto the Miz. It was the greatest, most fluid finish I've ever seen. Like when you see people try to pull off multiple finishers to end a triple threat match, this is exactly what they were going for at all times.
Yes. Fucking glorious of a match to kick off Raw too,
Now
with
I'm
no
excited
commercials.
because anybody watching Raw had to be excited at that point because it was AJ Styles potentially looking at the other triple threat match. It was AJ Styles, pardon me. It was AJ Styles versus either Chad Gable, Dolph Ziggler, or Tommaso Champa. I'm good with all three of those matches for AJ Styles. That's a lot of fun to watch.
Yes.
But I had my favorite on who I wanted to see win that match.
Whew.
We'll get there.
Following forward, commercials, no commercials just yet. We have a promo by Seth Rollins as he comes out, says that we're not going to be seeing Riddle for a good minute, and he crossed a stupid line between bravery and stupidity at SummerSlam, and then now he's turning his attention to Roman Reigns and is calling out Roman Reigns for a.
which was which was great. He called his attention to Roman Reigns, and then of course the fucking Street Profits music hit, and I was like, "Oh, come on!" But I was pleasantly surprised by this because Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins, they couldn't decide who was going to fight Seth Rollins one on one, so they brought out a ref, and we're going to have a rock paper scissors contest to see who was going to fight Seth Rollins. And as soon as they started to rock, paper, scissors, Montez Ford grabbed the ref and headed towards the ring. Angelo Dawkins was just like, "Ooh, you sly little bastard, you." Like, we got Montez Ford versus Seth Rollins. I didn't think I was going to like this match. I didn't think I wanted this match. At the end of this match, I didn't know I needed this match. It was so good to see Montez Ford doing solo work.
Great. It
Like
was
showing the athleticism, the endurance, the stamina needed to be a singles competitor. Because we know the writing is on the wall. The Street Profits are going to break up. Like it's going to wind up happening. They're not going to be like the New Day. They are not going to stay partners for friggin' 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 83 years, however long the New Day's been a thing. But it's going to be good, and I can't wait.
the New Day is officially entering their 8th year as a tag team.
Oh, thank you for that. I didn't know.
2014
So,
is when they
like I
formed.
said, like I said, 87 years together.
That's crazy though. They might rank as the longest ever standing together tag team. In 2 years, they'll be 10 years.
Yeah, because everybody else breaks up. Like everybody else breaks up.
And then Rollins with the stomp to win the whole match. And then he went for another stop, but Dawkins saves Montez and scene.
Well, we knew this was going to happen. Montez Ford, there were a bunch of crazy false finishes. Like he hit the frog splash. Like he went for the cover, just couldn't put Seth away. Like I was pleasantly surprised at how good this match was. Like I was ridiculously happy with this. Like the Bianca Becky Bailey's group segment,
Yes.
give it a 9.
Yes.
The opening triple threat match,
A
that
10.
match gets a 10 for the overall performance by all three guys.
Yes.
This whole Montez Ford Seth Rollins thing, I give this match a 9. And with the comedic value beforehand, the, the rock paper scissors spot, it gets a 5. That gets a 5 out of 5 on the spongy scale.
And then the next match, the third match of the night, Alexa Bliss versus Asuka. It's still commercial
Still,
free
still commercial free.
as we pass the 9 o'clock hour, or I mean 5 o'clock hour for mine. Bliss is out, followed by Asuka. Both two nice pops. Asuka kicks off the control. Bliss looks to take her first lead using insult to injury, but Asuka dodges it and uses a low roundhouse to rock Bliss. Asuka with another combination of strikes, then follows it up with a German suplex and the corner attack. Asuka climbs up top when Bailey, Io, Dakota hit the ring and attack both superstars, and it results to a no contest. Then,
Yeah. This was ruined. This was ruined, but going forward with the women's tag team title tournament, because I can make that announcement. This is Friday. This is Friday night. This is Saturday morning now over here in New York, so I can make that announcement. The women's tag team title tournament. You
it's,
watch. You'll probably see Asuka and Alexa Bliss as tag partners.
yes.
They should definitely win the entire fucking thing if they don't wind up losing to Dakota Kai and Io Shirai.
I
So
mean,
like,
I'm
I'm
good
good
with
with this.
both. I'm good with any of those two, any of those four women to win that. The champ, Bianca, comes out with a save, hits the ring, chasing them off, and then she challenges one of the three women, and Io Sky is the one who seems to indicate for her to get a match. And
Which I
six,
love because Bianca versus I don't want to call her Io Sky. Like I just want ugh. Bianca versus I'm still gonna call her Io Sky. I don't care because no, that matchup is so much fun and I want to see it.
yes.
So we got it.
And then after an hour and 6 minutes, we got our first commercial break.
Yeah, we did.
And then in our first after that, the next triple threat comes in as Dolph
But
Ziggler.
did you see? But did you get to see what Raw started doing?
No,
During Raw's commercial breaks, they started doing the whole picture-in-picture thing, like AEW does for Dynamite.
I know SmackDown been doing it for a minute, but I didn't know Raw. I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Uh,
That's I think that's new for Raw.
I think so. I think they've done it before, but not as often. Barely, barely. I'm pretty sure. Uh, Dolph Ziggler versus Ciampa versus Chad Gable. There you go. The next triple threat. See who's gonna go one on
So
one
great.
tonight.
It was so great.
Chad Gable does his, normal promo entrance, the shoe thing, whatever, and then he comes onto the ring. We get the bell. The two continue their team. Oh, what's it called? Oops. Men stomp away at him. To fucking what's his name? To Gable. They continue like a double team. They continue their team up, whipping Ziggler into the ropes and using double elbow strike to lay out Dolph. They keep calling Chad Gable Master Gable, but they do a use
Ew.
Chad as that sounds dumb. So maybe it's just a nickname. Gable finally turns his attention to Champa, stomping his face into the mat while yelling a shoosh. We get to break as Ciampa and Gable battle it out in the corner, and Ziggler attempts to recover. This match runs long through the break, and every man gets a decent stretch on offense. Our finish comes quick as every man
Oh
looks.
no 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 no! Hold on. We can't gloss over one of the greatest false finishes that I've seen in a very long time. because we got the 450 into the Styles Clash in the first match, and that
Yeah.
was great. So we thought we were going to see this again. Gable had Champa in the corner, slammed him to sternum first into the turnbuckles in the corner, did the roll through into the German suplex like he always does. But Dolph Ziggler ran up behind Gable and hit the zigzag at the same time he hit that German suplex. And I was like, oh my God, they did it again. But Gable kicked out of the zigzag, and I was like, oh, this is so fucking good.
And then after that, looks to hit a Gable pulls Ziggler. Oh yeah. And then hitting zigzag attempts to steal the win. Ciampa drops Gable with a fairy tale ending and picks up the win and advances to fight AJ Styles on a one-on-one to see who goes against Bobby
AJ
Lashley.
Styles versus Tommaso Champa. And the winner fights Bobby Lashley for the U.S. title. Tell me you're not excited to be a wrestling fan right now.
And then we have, following that, Keith's very favorite tag team has a video package of recruitment policies. The Judgment Day has
Oh,
their
no.
recruitment policies. We get a video showing Finn Balor, TJD's turn on Edge, their attempt to recruit Dominic Mysterio, and Edge's return this past SummerSlam. We hear from the Hall of Famer in just a couple of minutes. As we come back from an advertisement, Edge is back with the Rated R Superstar, finally back with his original theme.
Yeah.
Fucking great. He comes out and says,
New merch. It looked good.
I bought the shirt, and still 7 days later, still haven't gotten it, but, you know, I hopefully get it soon. Because to be fair, for the last, he says, quote, because to be fair, for the last couple of months, I've been in a bit of an asshole, but that all changes now because now we both get what we want. I'll keep this real
Another
simple.
another bit of shade thrown at Vince McMahon.
Break it down for us, man. Break it down for the people that wouldn't understand, Bill.
When you have creative control over your own character, life is good. When Vince McMahon owns your character, your life sucks.
You're
Like
going.
Vince McMahon owns your name if he wants to.
If Vince McMahon owns you and owns your character, you're going bald. You're shaved. You're getting shaved.
Oh my God. Here we go. Spongy's going to be hosting a new segment called "Why Does Vince Like to Shave People?"
Exactly. Starting every Wednesday nights during AEW Dynamite. No, I'm playing. Um, here we
I mean, you
go.
should do it. You should do it. You should do it Tuesday nights, so nobody has to suffer through NXT 2.0,
You're right. We're gonna look back at the history of every single bald wrestler that's been shaved during Vince McMahon's runs, even himself.
including Vince McMahon himself.
Exactly. Um, moving forward, he cuts that promo and then he leaves. Then we have the one-on-one match between Io Sky, and Bianca Belair for the not for the Raw Women's Championship, but their one-on-one. Their entrances go off. Sky kicks off when they're taking an early lead. We head to a quick break, not even a minute in, which is really dumb. When we return from break, commentators inform us that Io's been in control throughout the break. Belair attempts to rally. Sky sends her into the middle rope and hit a double knee strike to the back of her shoulders. Sky stomps Belair in the corner as the ref counts a warning before she hits a pendulum drop kick covering for the two. And what was the move that Belair kept repeating in this match?
The
The
fucking
the
standing
moonsault,
moonsault
the
that she
standing
does.
moonsault. She, she
She
did
did
it.
that shit like 5 times in that match. I was so annoyed. I was like, if you were playing SmackDown versus Raw back in the day, they would give you negative stars for fucking so much repetition.
Belair, she comes to the comeback, looks to cover for on Sky after a backflip. They named it a backflip splash. Sounds goofy. Belair
Oh
uses
my
a
God!
scoop.
It's a standing moonsault.
Yeah.
It's not a backflip splash. It's a standing moonsault.
I don't know why they named it that. Belair uses a scoop slam to drop Sky and climbs up to the top rope, only to be distracted by both Bayley and Dakota Kai. Sky strikes Belair and ascends to the turnbuckle. She executing a snap hurricanrana off the top for another close cover. The battle continues to the outside where Sky looks for diving hurricanrana on the champ. Wow, that's a lot. Belair catches her
Yeah.
mid-air and swings her into the barricade. Uh, what's it called? Kai sit on the apron, blocking her from taking it back into the ring. Asuka and Alexa Bliss hit ringside to even up the odds. We go to break. It's all six women line up. The ref yells commands, and Belair applies their chickens, leading Asuka to also do chicken wings. Belair takes it into the ring. Blah 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 blah. Sky quickly rolls out to the ring throughout the picture-in-picture. Like Jim Ross says, we'll be right back in picture, and then it goes tiny, and the people that have horrible eyesight like me can't see. We see Belair and Sky continue the battle back and forth, mostly grounded on the canvas, with each woman taking a turn. The ref issued a warning. Belair, blah 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 blah. Belair finally fires off the release superplex. Belair covers Sky for two, but Io hangs. Just like not like. Anyway, but Belair starts her comeback with a spine buster, but Io gets her knees up just in time to immediately shut it down. When Belair flips into the corner, the crowd chants EST. As Asuka Bliss try to rally the champ, with the what? Belair with a big right to stagger Sky. The ref fails to notice Bayley's attempt interference. Belair wraps up Sky from behind again, but Io escapes and attempts to use the ropes to do a dirty pin. Bliss knocks Sky's feet off the ropes, breaking the pin. And I guess there goes the trio getting involved, and then Alexa and Asuka they all get involved into the ring, and it turns into a big six-woman brawl into the ring. And no contest, the second DQ of the night.
We knew this was coming, though. Like, we knew this was coming.
I felt like that was
It's
too much of me reading.
Bianca and Bayley. They're gonna have their setup for the women's title. Both of those other tag teams are gonna be in the women's tag team tournament. Like Dakota Kai and Io Sky. I can't wait to see them fight Asuka and Alexa in the finals. They're kind of showing their hat, but whatever.
The triple threat match. Sorry, oops. Not the triple threat match. The U.S. contender match between AJ Styles versus Ciampa is here. And now we're back on commercial break. The winner fights, and Ciampa is with The Miz, by the way. Would you like to read out this one? This is your match.
Well, I watched this. I watched this and I enjoyed this immensely. Everything looked stiff, but only in the best possible way possible. You guys know what they're doing. So they were given free range to do what they had to do out there. The knee strikes were ferocious. The elbow strikes were ferocious. The punches were ferocious. Like, everything looked real. It was so freaking dope. Like, you literally had these two guys that everybody's wanted to see, that they teased at SummerSlam for a little bit of a rivalry. I was like, oh, I want to see that. And then bang, right there, the next night on Raw, you get it. Well, not the next night. You know what I mean? Stupid SummerSlam being on a Saturday. You had AJ Styles versus Tommaso Champa in a number one contenders match for the United States title and a shot at Bobby Lashley next week. I was good with this. I wanted Ciampa to win that second match. I wanted AJ to win that first match. When the night started, I told Sponge, I was like, I really want to see AJ versus Ciampa. And we got this. And it was so well done. It was masterfully done. And if you're not excited by this, somebody had to win, somebody had to lose. They were going at it. There were a lot of false finishes. Styles kept going for the Styles Clash, kept going for the Phenomenal Forearm. The Miz was a distraction the whole time. It was great. They started tussling on the outside. AJ threw the Miz over the barricade by the timekeeper. And then Ciampa came out and threw AJ Styles over the barricade by the timekeeper. So the ref started counting to 10 for a countout. And I was like, oh, come on, not like this. I said, watch for the Miz to grab his foot. And that did happen. The Miz grabbed onto AJ Styles' foot. AJ fought his way off, got into the ring by 8, ran right into a fairy tale ending for a 1-2-3. Now, it's dirty politics, but it's not a dirty fight. The Miz didn't hit him with a chair. The Miz didn't hit him with a skull-crushing finale. Like, as far as dirty politics and dirty wrestling goes, this is still a clean pinfall. You're distracted on the outside, but Homeboy, you ran face first into that fairy tale ending. Like you weren't distracted and like stumbled and turned around and walked into like an RKO. No, you ran right into a fairy tale ending. That shit was beautiful. And if that doesn't get you excited, you've got at least Tommaso Champa against Bobby Lashley next week for the U.S. title. You have the women's tag team title tournament starting next Monday, like same night. And now, after the nonsense that ended that match, you're most likely getting The Miz versus AJ Styles. I'm good with this on so many fucking levels.
Oh, great fucking match. The winner of the
Yes.
match was crazily, surprisingly, moving forward was Tommaso Champa, but not bearing, but defeating AJ Styles. That's gonna start something, obviously. And now he gets a match in just 48 hours for the United States title, as of today.
I
Then
can't wait.
your
Can't wait for
match of the
this.
night,
Nope. I'm not talking about this.
the tag team match. I'm not gonna talk about it. I'm just gonna get to the straight to the point. It was the Usos versus the Mysterios tag team undisputed championship match on the line. And
Yuck.
they do their thing. They go back and forth. 619, Booyaka Booyaka, the super kicks, the flying, the frog splashes, and then the Usos retain. And then after the match, Judgment Day comes, attacks Ray, attacks uh, Dominic, and then out of nowhere, you think you know me? Edge comes in. He retaliates with the Mysterios. He spears. Well, no, hold on. He was gonna go for a spear to
You went to
He
spear.
went to spear Damian Priest, right? And then he got out of the way.
Yeah.
And he hit Dom, and Dom ate that spear. And then Ray is confused if he meant it or not. And then the medical staff is checking on Dominic, and then the program ends, and that was horrible.
And the Judgment Day laughed their way all the way to the back. I shit match. Good after party. That's all I can say.
And that was Raw. The real main event should have been Tommaso Ciampa versus AJ Styles.
Yes,
Easily, that's
absolutely
my
not
main
even
event.
close.
That should have been the main event.
Absolutely not even close. It should have been AJ and Tommaso all day long.
But yeah, and I'm pretty sure the tag team match should have been in the beginning. Just or after at least Edge's promo, somewhere after Edge's promo to make it make sense. Well, that was Raw. What are your final thoughts? My final thoughts: it was a fantastic Raw besides the main event. Other than that, I have no
Same.
issue
I
with it.
have I have the exact same thing to say. I wish they would have moved the Mysterios and the Usos to somewhere like in the middle of the card. But I get it. Like the third hour is always trash on Monday Night Raw. I like the best segment they could have had all year long was AJ and Champa in the third hour. Like,
Mhm.
come on now. It was so gold. Move the Usos and the Mysterios to a different spot in the card, and I am so enamored with the show. This Raw was so good.
Well, I think that closes out for our first ever Raw review. This shit is going raw. I'm just gonna upload it as soon as we finish this. Make
Yeah,
sure.
hopefully it actually works this time. Like
I really hope there's
we
nothing
don't want
stupid. There's no sound covering our audio.
hilariously if we have a problem with this upload,
We're not doing this
we
again.
get to do it again. I can talk about this Raw all day long.
Then I really make him talk about the main event alone. His favorite. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and any last words before we head out for this review.
Make sure you stop by our lives. We're going to be coming up with a whole bunch of new ideas. Wrestle relaunch is only getting started, baby.
Booyaka booyaka.